we are going to look at a new leather from Siegel Leather, which is the place where I get all of my leather from. It's these four different types of leather are the only ones that I use. Now, I'm going to try not to say leather 1,000 times in this video. So if I do, oh well. So we have a new leather from Siegel Leather, and I want to show you guys this because I've been looking for this look for a very long time. Now, the leathers that I use, and these are the only ones I use on the exterior of my Bible covers, is first we have a calfskin, and this calfskin is not from Siegel, so you can't get this from him, but when I can find this on eBay or various sources, I pick it up, and that's what I use. The next leather I use, but not often, is Sokoto from Siegel, and this is the most premium goatskin that you can purchase for leather, for a Bible, because it most resembles R.L. Allen Highland goatskin. And Brother Siegel actually says this is of much higher quality than what Allen uses on their Bibles. I can't tell you why. That's what he says. Our bread and butter leather. Now, I started a Patreon, which I'll have linked into the description. Keep Preaching Patreon, where I'm teaching people how to rebind and repair Bibles. And I always recommend River Grain Goatskin from Siegel Leather. It's the most consistent, it's the best thickness, it has the best temperament, it skives really well, it has a beautiful, beautiful stamped grain. I have made the majority of my money on River Grain Goatskin, and every time somebody wants to get into the field, I recommend only River Grain Goatskin. Don't start with anything else. Start with River Grain. Once you get pretty good at rebinding Bibles and making covers, you can start going into other leathers, and you'll have a good idea of how to work with it. This is a great leather to start with. But I built my whole business on this leather, so it's not lesser quality, it's not cheap leather, it's just such a good grade of goatskin, and it's affordable. Just use River Grain Goatskin if you're going to start. But he just came out with Barcelona. This is called Barcelona Goatskin right here. And the thickness and temperament is just like the River Grain. If the Sokoto goatskin was like the River Grain in its temperament and its thickness and its consistency and how it felt, I would use only Sokoto. But I use River Grain for that very reason. But the Barcelona leather is incredible. Now, I want to show you why I've been looking for this leather. Here is a vintage. This is an Oxford long primer. I'm not sure when this was printed. Probably the 60s. I could find out real quick. So in these vintage Bibles, you could go to the back here. And right there, get you focused. Bam. So this Bible was printed possibly 1962, that center number. And but this leather is the French Morocco. And I've been wanting to find leather with this look for so long because I love creating classic Bibles. And I haven't rebound a Bible in this leather yet because I wanted to put a review video out before I started cutting into it. But you see that kind of grain, and then you look at that. Look at that. I love Bibles that look classic. When I rebind a Bible, I want it to look as if the cover came with the Bible. And to now find a leather, I mean, I'm telling you, this is This is the look of leather I've been looking for so long. And if this leather, and I'll be posting a video on our Patreon, not here on YouTube, but if you go to our Keep Preaching Patreon, I'm going to do a more in-depth review of this leather and how it works and how I'm going to use it. But if this leather is the same as the river grain and how you can work with it, this will be my new bread and butter. This is such a great leather. It's got that pebble grain, that old classic French Morocco look to it. I mean, it feels good. You can tell it's going to break in really well. Man, it's just such a great leather. And I can now produce a Bible that looks like that. I mean, that's going to be awesome. So I have this leather linked down below, Siegel Leather, where you can purchase all of these three leathers, the Barcelona, the River Grain, and the Sokoto. I can't get the calfskin. And I'll also have a link down below our Keep Preaching Patreon if you want to start learning how to rebind and repair Bibles. So there you go, guys. Be blessed. Bye-bye.